All right, good afternoon, guys. These are going to be your notes for 9.1 continued. We have one more measure of spread to talk about today, and that is standard deviation. Standard deviation is the average distance that individual data values are spread from the mean. Remembering the mean is the average of your data set. So when we want to find standard deviation, the first thing you have to do is find the mean. 2 is subtract the mean from each data value. 3, you're going to square each of those values. 4, you add all of the squared values together. 5, you're going to want to divide the sum by the total number of data values. And then you're going to find the square root of that answer rounded to the tenths. If you need some more time to copy that down, you might want to go ahead and pause the video now and then come back when you're finished. Alright, I have 2 examples for you. They're from page 310 in your book. They're number 10 and 11. I went ahead and wrote the data sets down, and I found the mean for both. Again, to find the mean, you would add all the numbers up, and then you divide by the total number. So divide by 6 makes the mean 26 for this data set. So I've done step number 1, and I'm going to go on to step 2, and I'm kind of going to do step 2 and step 3 together. So subtract the mean from each data value. So you have 21 minus 26, which is negative 5, and I'm going to go ahead and square it right now and get 25. So I'm doing step 2 and 3 together as kind of one step. So my next data value is 24 minus 26 is negative 2, squared is 4. 26 minus 26 is 0 squared, which is 0. 26 minus 26 is 0 squared, again is 0. 28 minus 26 is 2 squared, which is 4. And 31 minus 26 is 5 squared, which is 25. Excuse me. My next step, number 4, is to add all of the squared values together. So I'm going to get a total here, and that is 58. Step 5 is divide the sum by the total number of data values. So I have 58 divided by 6. At this point, we're going to use a calculator. So 58 divided by 6. Excuse me. And that represents a repeating number. You don't want to round yet. So I'm going to go ahead and write down that that was 9 points. I'm not going to write all the 6's and then a 7. Okay, and the last step is to find the square root of that answer. And then you can round to the tenths. So, to keep an accurate answer, you need to hit second and then the square root button. And then we're going to hit second again. And let me zoom out here a little bit. Oh, no. Okay. There's a button, the negative sign says ANS above it. And I'm going to hit that, and what that does is it makes the calculator use the previous value. So it knows it's using 9.6 repeating. And we're going to round that answer to the tenths place. So the standard deviation for this is 3.1. You might want to write the calculator steps for that. Second, square root, second ANS to be able to do that step. Okay, let's go through example 11. Yeah, none of this is difficult. It's just a little bit tedious and long. So we're going to do, I found that the mean for this data set was 73. So 68 minus 73 is negative 5 squared is 25. 71 minus 73 is negative 2 squared is 4. 71 minus 73 is negative 2 squared, which is 4. 71 minus 73, sound like a broken record, is negative 2 squared, which is 4. You have to do all the repeating numbers in these. Okay, it's not one where we can skip them. 72 minus 73 is negative 1, which is 1. We have 73 minus 73 is 0, squared is 0. 74 minus 73 is 1 squared, which is 1. 74 minus 73 is 1 squared, which is 1. 75 minus 73 is 2 squared, which is 4. 75 minus 73, 2 squared, 4. And then finally 79 minus 73 is 6, squared is 36. Okay. And I add up those values and we come up with 84. There are 11 pieces of data, so it's going to be 84 divided by 11. So I have 84 divided by 11. It gives us 7.636363. Obviously 63 is repeating. And the final thing is to take the square root of that. So again, remember it is second square root, second answer. And rounded to the 10th spot, we get 2.8. Okay, so that is it for finding the standard deviation. Your homework that goes with this lesson is 9.1, page 312. This is tough. It's numbers 16 through 20 even. Have a great afternoon.